2018 Chevrolet Cruze diesel hatchback manual. With Volkswagen's TDIs out of the picture, the Chevrolet Cruze diesel has become a unicorn, the only manual transmission diesel passenger car available in the United States and the only diesel passenger vehicle, crossovers and SUVs included, that sells for less than $30,000. The closest approximation is the BMW 328DX drive wagon that starts at $46,945 and can't be had with a stick shift. That's what goes on the marquee. But the aluminum block turbocharged 1.6-liter engine that powers this Cruze, making 137 horsepower and 240 pounds-to-foot of torque, deserves to share the limelight. As a freshened piece of clean and quiet, fuel-stingy kit, it's nonetheless a vestige of another time and place, before regulators made several big moves to favor hybrids, before downsized, direct-injected gasoline engines erased some of diesel's mileage advantage, and before one especially noteworthy 2015 scandal. It also was conceived primarily by and for Opel, the former General Motors Europe brand that has now been sold off to France's PSA Peugeot Citroën. More efficient than quick. This model is even more of an EPA mileage champ than was the 2015 Golf TDI, earning EPA ratings of 29 miles per gallon city and 48 miles per gallon highway with the manual or 30/45 of a mile per gallon with the new 9-speed automatic. It did well in the keep of our lead-footed Michigan drivers as well, returning 38 miles per gallon while it was in our care. On the performance side, the Cruze diesel is definitely no speed demon. Its lackluster 8.2-second acceleration time to 60 miles per hour was just 0.1 second quicker than the manual-equipped gasoline Cruze 1.4T that we described as having a lifeless engine and sluggish performance. By 100 miles per hour, the tepid gasoline model has a 2.7-second advantage over the diesel. Still, the Cruze diesel is a bit quicker to 60 miles per hour than was the last Volkswagen Golf TDI hatch we tested. Consider also that the Cruze diesel took 3.5 fewer seconds to squirt from 50 to 70 miles per hour than did the Cruze 1.4T, for instance, and that it was quite a bit quicker in its top-gear acceleration tests than was the manual Golf TDI. This is a car well-suited for easy, no downshift required passing. The Cruze diesel sedan we tested was quicker with the 9-speed automatic that most buyers will choose, but what fun is that? A little enjoyment is the reason we'd choose the stick-shift Cruze diesel, even though the shifter is mediocre. Screws are on the long side, the clutch pedal is a little stiff, and there's a reverse lockout button on the front of the shift knob that feels as if it should be accompanied by a PRNDL gate. The manual's gates are well defined, though, and using it is preferable to driving any hybrid vehicle that comes to mind. Competence without inspiration. On the outside, the Cruze looks the part of a hot hatch. All manual transmission Cruze diesel hatchbacks include the RS package, which brings a sporty body kit, front fog lamps, a rear spoiler, and 18-inch machine face wheels. They also get firmer damping and a larger diameter front anti-roll bar. At the root level, the Cruze is a capable driver. Its suspension setup, with struts in front and a Wattstink assisting the torsion beam axle in back, loads up in a satisfying, predictable way for traversing curvy back roads. But it still lacks the supple rod and body control combination found in the VW Golf family. Most Golfs have an independent rear suspension. The TDI had a torsion beam axle like that on the Cruze, though, so the advantage tips to VW on ride quality. Michelin Primacy MXM4P 225/40 R18 all-season tires help the Chevy negotiate our skid pad at 0.90 grams, substantially more grip than the 0.84 grams we measured in non-GTI Golfs. The Cruze's rack-mounted, electrically assisted power steering is so light on center, though, that it impedes straight-ahead highway tracking. The Cruze as a whole hews to the quietness claims that Chevy applies to this engine, aided by an extra layer of sound insulation, as the entire car is free of excessive engine, road, and wind noise. but the thrum of the diesel is felt more than it's heard, in the footwells, for instance. Once the engine is warmed up, it's extraordinarily quiet. It settles to such a low purr at idle that from a few car lengths away you might forget it's running. Chevy boasts of all sorts of quieting measures on and around the engine itself, such as acoustic padding for the intake manifold. Still, opening the hood, or just popping it, reveals the difference that underhood blanketing can make. Consider this a last chance. If you have a long highway commute, the Cruze diesel is probably a better choice than most hybrids. Get one before they're gone.